Good morning, kings and queens. Welcome to the Be Affirmed Podcast brought to you by the SpeakupNetwork. The mission of Be Affirmed is to encourage a positive self-talk environment through Christian-based affirmations. My name is Brenda Francois, and I will be your host. Today's affirmation is, I deserve time to recharge. This is extremely important. So as for myself, my planner contains everything, every activity that I set out to do for each day of each week of each month. So in each day, you'll see that I have to work out, prep, or whatever the case, record, create content, whatever the case may be, whatever that I committed to doing or accomplishing, you will find it in my planner. It's in there. On the calendar, on the planner, on my to-do list, wherever it is, it's filled for each day. While it's very important to cross off your to-do list and be productive and get things done to inch towards your goals, this by all means is extremely important. It's also just as important to acknowledge when it's time to recharge. It's important to acknowledge when you have completed what you needed to do for the day, for the week, for the month, and take some time for yourself. For myself, on a typical day, I would typically wake up between the hours of 4:45 and 5. I can't help it. I'm used to it now. And this is my me time. In this time, I spend time in solitude and reading and prayer to myself, and it leads over into a workout. For me, it's extremely important for me to give time to myself before I can give my time or energy to anything or anyone else. So it's very, very important to be intentional in that way. And my quiet time and my me time is my time to connect with God. It's my time to connect with myself. And it's truly my time to recharge. It's important for us to acknowledge what recharges us, what helps us reset, what refuels us so that we can provide and deliver the best quality of ourselves to the world. In the beginning of Genesis, it talks all about how God created the earth. And in Genesis 2:2, it says, by the seventh day, God had finished the work that he had been doing. So on the seventh day, he rested from all his work. Listen, God needed to rest. So you need to rest too. If God can acknowledge that there comes a time that he needs to rest, we need to be able to keep that same exact energy. Whatever the case may be, continue to pursue your goals, continue to work hard, continue to persevere. But in the midst of all of that, be sure to acknowledge when it is time to rest. Imagine your cell phones. We could use them nonstop for calls, texts, social media, reading, sharing resources, etc., 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 whatever you use your phone for. But there will come a time that your phone is going to be on 1% and you're going to have to put it on the charger. And the more you can stop operating and stop running all the apps, the faster it'll charge and be able to come back and give you all of the resources that it once did. I'm not saying that we're iPhones, but we need to recharge too. We need to reconnect to the source and give ourselves that time because we deserve it. We cannot pour from an empty pot. It's so important that we get refilled and then we can pour out greatness onto everyone around us and impact our world. And as we meditate on that, repeat today's affirmation after me. I deserve time to recharge. I deserve time to recharge. I deserve time to recharge. And now, let's inhale rest exhale stressors. Thank you for tuning in to the Be Affirmed podcast brought to you by the Speak Up Network. Be sure to subscribe and leave a 5-star review on all platforms at Be Affirmed. And if you would like to have your favorite affirmation featured on an episode, send us a DM on Instagram at be_affirmed. Again, I am your host, Brenda Francois. And remember, be blessed, be positive, and be affirmed.